Okay, so there's a huge shift happening at the very top of California's real estate world. We're talking about the California Association of Realtors, C.A.R., which is one of the most influential industry groups in the entire country. And they've just rolled out their new leadership team for 2026. So let's dive in and break down who these folks are and what this all really means.
So, a new guard is officially taking over. The 2025 president, Heather Ozor, is passing the torch, and a brand new team is stepping up to the plate to navigate everything that's coming down the pike.
All right, so let's properly meet this new guard for C.A.R. We're going to get into who these new leaders are and, more importantly, what they're bringing to the table.
So here's the lineup at a glance. You got Tamara Szyminski as president, Mark Peterson stepping in as president-elect, and Nikki Copa as treasurer. And of course, Phil Hawkins is staying on as CEO. But look at those key facts, right? A third-generation realtor, 40 years of experience, a two-time Realtor of the Year. I mean, wow. This is a team that is just built on some seriously deep industry roots. Let's start at the top with the new president.
So, leading the charge is President Tamara Szyminski. And what's so cool about her story is that she's a third-generation realtor, so it's in her blood, but she also brings this intense focus on innovation. It's a really powerful mix of tradition and looking to the future.
Professionally, she's the broker and co-owner of Beach Real Estate Group down in Manhattan Beach. That puts her right in the thick of the super important Greater Los Angeles market. She's been a realtor for over 20 years, so she has that deep on-the-ground experience. Now get a load of this number, 16. That is how many professional designations and certifications she's earned. And look, if you're outside the industry, you might not know, these aren't just little badges you collect. We're talking about hundreds of hours of intense, advanced study in all these different specialties. It just speaks volumes about her drive to master her craft, not just for her own business, but as an instructor who shares that knowledge across the country and even around the world. And this is where her background gets really interesting. She has an MBA from Pepperdine, and her focus was on managing organizational change. I mean, how perfect is that for leading a massive association like C.A.R. through today's market? Plus, she used to be a hotelier, which means customer service is just baked into her DNA. So this isn't just a real estate resume. It's a leadership and innovation resume through and through. Okay, so that's our new president. Let's shift gears and look at the rest of the leadership team, because their collective experience is just as impressive, spanning from Southern California all the way down to San Diego. First up, we've got the president-elect, Mark Peterson. He's next in line for the top job, which makes his role absolutely vital for making sure there's continuity and a smooth transition. And just look at this number, 40. 40 years. Think about that. 4 decades of being in the trenches, providing service and guidance to clients. That kind of long-haul experience is just priceless. He's seen it all. The crazy booms, the tough busts. He understands this industry from the inside out. And his work isn't just about sales. He's the CEO of RE/MAX Masters out in Laverne, and he has been involved in association leadership for years. He was the president of his local association way back in 2004 and has been on countless committees dealing with everything from finance to government affairs. That shows a real long-term dedication to serving the industry itself.
Now let's talk about the new treasurer, Nikki Copa. Her job is obviously crucial for keeping the organization's finances healthy. But believe me, her experience goes so much deeper than just the numbers.
This quote really says it all about her. She spearheaded initiatives to strengthen member education and success. And this isn't just talk. She's a leader who actively empowers other realtors. For instance, she took a small pitch session and grew it into the single largest weekly marketing meeting in all of San Diego County. That's action. And her list of accomplishments is just, it's stellar. As Chief Compliance Officer, she's responsible for making sure 700 realtors are navigating the incredibly complicated world of real estate law. That's a huge responsibility. And get this, she was named Realtor of the Year not once, but twice. She's also a Distinguished Service Award winner and is constantly engaging with politicians on critical issues like land use and property rights. She is a powerhouse in advocacy. So let's zoom out and put all these pieces together. When you have this much collective experience at the helm, what does that actually mean for the California Association of Realtors? This chart just lays it out so clearly. You can see the incredible weight of experience across these 3 key areas. First, you have just decades and decades of combined time in the business.
Then you have this deep history of leadership roles in the associations. And finally, a trophy case full of the industry's highest awards. It's really the trifecta of expertise.
And this timeline really drives home that this didn't just happen overnight. You see Kappa starting her career back in '99, Peterson serving as a local president all the way back in 2004. These are not newcomers. They've been leading and shaping this industry for more than 20 years, building up to taking on these huge roles at C.A.R. in 2026. So, if you take away one thing, let it be this. The new C.A.R. leadership team isn't just good in one area. They bring this incredible blend of deep operational know-how from running their own brokerages, a real passion for education and helping others succeed, and a proven tough-as-nails track record in political advocacy.
And having that powerful combination of experience at the very top leads us to the big question, right? California's real estate market is, let's be honest, a wild and complex beast. So with this team in charge, with all this firepower, what challenges are they going to tackle first? That's what everybody is going to be watching.